Liberia with your host, Morris Desmond Brown, from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Kear 95.9 FM. You dare not miss it. Every day, there are issues happening around us that tend to shift the destiny of our country and our lives. How well are you abreast with those issues and their impacts? Join Insight Library on Kear 95.9 FM, an early evening, informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that digs deep into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and unpack them for you with accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across the country. It's Insight Library with your host, Morris Desmond Brown, from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Kear 95.9 FM. You dare not miss it. Every day, there are issues happening around us that tend to shift the destiny of our country and our lives. How well are you abreast with those issues and their impacts? Join Insight Library on Kear 95.9 FM, an early evening, informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that digs deep into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and unpack them for you with accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across the countries. It's Insight Library with your host, Morris Desmond Brown, from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Kear 95.9 FM. You dare not miss it.
Another wonderful day. A day set aside to talk about the issues that matter to our country, Liberia. And of course, we've come with gratitude. We've come with a heart full of gratitude to say we are grateful that we have breath in our nostrils this afternoon and we can be here to talk about all of the issues that matter to Liberia. It is a beautiful, beautiful afternoon in the nation's capital, Monrovia. And we have come again to talk about the issues that we'll never stop talking about. Welcome to Kear Radio 95.9, beaming from the nation's capital, from the UN Drive right here opposite the BTC Bank and the J&D Radita Market. We are here 24/7, and of course, we've come to give you programs of information, education, as well as entertainment. Of course, it's a wonderful and beautiful afternoon wherever you are. If you're in District 1 up to District 17, Maserati County, welcome wherever you are. My name is Morris Desmond Brown. The radio is Kear Radio 95.9. The program is inside Liberia. This is where we discuss the issues that are inside the country, Liberia. So join us on Facebook. Those of you on Facebook, you can join us on Kear Network. That is KEARNETWORK, Kear Network. Join us right now. Let's talk about the issues that really do matter. So if you have joined us on the social media, you join us live on Facebook. Just share the video. Let others join in. Don't forget to play the Kear cash giveaway, Kear Radio cash giveaway. We're giving out $4,000 Liberian dollars to a lucky winner. So you can start to play now, so that before we leave the radio, there could be one winner. Yeah, so $4,000 Liberian dollars is no small money. Wherever you are, recharge your phone now. Put your mobile money for 300, 400, 500. Play as many times you can play, because the more you play, the better your chances are to win. So yeah, and to play, you have to just dial *799 *38#. So it's *799 *38#. And you select the currency you want to play from, whether you want to play from the US dollars account or you want to play from your Liberian dollars account. Just choose, and of course, then you have played. So you can play multiple times. That means you can play many times. You can play 3, 4, 5, 6, even up to 10 times. So let's play, so that we can have a winner today to walk away with the $4,000 Liberian dollars we have here. 4,000 is a lot of money in this economy. Plenty of money. It can buy you a bag of rice, and even small change will leave. Yeah. So what are you waiting for? If you have that burning problem, maybe you have something you want to settle, something you've been looking for money, and you've been trying to get money, no way. It is an opportunity for you to win this 4,000. It is the opportunity now for you to win it. So just dial *799 *38#. Again, *799 *38#. So yeah, it is what it is. So keep playing now. Let's play the Kear Radio cash giveaway, so we can have a lucky winner walking away with $4,000 Liberian dollars. Play now. Start to play. And to play it is very easy. Just have money in your mobile money account. Your mobile money account. Just get something around 300, 200, 100. You can play. Yeah, or you have US dollars in your account. It's 70 cents US to play. So just play multiple times, and of course you could be that lucky winner. So let's continue. Let's continue to flow. It's *799 *38#, *799 *38#, and you can send it. Of course, you will be eligible for the draw. So let's continue to play. Let's play. I mean, yesterday we couldn't do a job, but today we want to do it. So please keep playing. You can win it. If you have that burning problem, you think you're looking for money to solve it, this is an opportunity for you to solve that problem now. Keep playing. It's *799 *38#, and select the currency you want to play with. Yeah, let's continue to play now. Let's start the ball rolling. Welcome, folks. This is Kear Radio 95.9. My name is Morris Desmond Brown. Of course, I'm waiting. Calvin Gray will join me later. The country is blessed. 2-minute breaking news. We got some very good news for you. We got some breaking news. There are things happening in the country now, and of course you want to know it. So just stick and stay with us. You will know those things that are happening. Breaking news. A lot of breaking news. Just stick and stay with us. You will get to know. We're going to take bits and pieces of news from around the world. So let's keep playing the Kear cash giveaway. Keep playing. Star 799 star 38 hatch. And you could be that lucky winner to walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah, so we go around the world and take bits and pieces shortly for you. Okay, so this is where we go next, and it is very important for us to take bits and pieces of news for you. Let's go here, and this is what we do right here. Let's go. Getting you bits and pieces of news right here. Let me say good afternoon to Mr. Mr. Topa of the Liberia Marketing Association. He's the head of procurement there. Always follow the show and always share the video as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Topa. Trying to get the news for you. So yesterday, Donald Trump of the United States took the oath of office and became the 47th president of the United States. Before then, he was the 45th president, followed by Joe Biden, 46. And then he is now the 47th president of the United States. Kudos to the people of the United States of America. As another transitional time and a period of healing their country has come. So let's begin with the United States of America. Trump began first 4 days in office with deportations and climate rollbacks as top on his agenda. Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski has said she strongly disagrees with Trump's decision to sign an executive order, an executive action renaming the state Mount Deneen. Trump said the name has been changed. Trump, who has started some reforms in the United States of America, declaring a state of emergency in the southern borders of the United States, has also started deportation efforts for illegal migrants in the United States. Trump not joking. Let's take more stories for you. Schools killed as hotel engulfed by flames in Turkish Askit resort. At least 66 people have been killed in a fire that engulfed a popular Turkish Askit resort hotel, leaving some to jump out of the windows. The fire broke out at the wooden-clad 12-story Grand Cartel Hotel at 3:27 local time, during busy holidays period when 234 people were staying there. An initial total of 10 deaths was raised significantly in the hours after the fire by the Turkey's Interior Ministry. At least 2 people died after trying to jump to safety. It took 12 hours for fire to be put out. 4 people have been arrested, including the owner, the Justice Ministry says. Our pain is great, Interior Minister Ali Ayakia said. Footage circulating in Turkey showed Lenin hanging from windows which was used by those trying to escape the burning building. ASCII instructor Nikam told the BBC he was on the second floor of the hotel when the fire broke out and managed to get out via the ASCII room. He then helped with relief efforts. Eyewitnesses said the family that owned the hotel have been there at the time of the fire. And they said they saw some of the family members outside. Our hearts are with the people of Turkey for this irreparable loss. Very, very irreparable. Please leave your comments on the live stream and continue to play the Kear Cash giveaway star 79 and star 38 hatch. And of course, somebody will walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars here. Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing. Star 799 star 38 hatch. And you select the currency, and of course, you can keep playing. Somebody will definitely walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. Let's take one more world news and we'll go to Africa. Let's take African news quickly. We don't have the lost bit of time. Running down to Africa now to see what is happening there because it is very important. It is our continent. Death tolls in Nigeria, gas tanker explode rises to 98. This is terrible and very pathetic. I mean, this is happening in Nigeria almost every time. The death toll from a gasoline tanker explosion in north central Nigeria has risen to 98. The country emergency response agency said on Monday. The blast happened in the early hours of Saturday near the Suliji area of Niger State after individuals attempted to transfer gasoline from a trash oil tanker into another truck using a generator. The fuel transfer sparked the explosion, resulting into deaths of those transferring the gasoline by the standards. Hassan Ashad, the National Emergency Management Agency head of operation for Niger State, told the Association Press on Monday that there is a possibility that the death toll could still rise. The death toll keeps changing, he said. On Sunday, Assad said the blast claimed many victims because a crowd had gathered at the scene, including people taking pictures, bystanders, and others attempting to scoop gasoline. People will not learn from these things. When there's an explosion, you leave the scene. You don't have to be there. You have to go and collect gasoline. Yeah, let's take one more from Africa, but our hearts are with the people of Nigeria. Okay, let's come back because we don't have time. It is already past 4:30, and of course we have to come back home to talk about the issues here. Yep, my partner will join me shortly. Kevin Gray will join me, but keep playing the Kear Cash giveaway. Of course, it's very easy, very easy and convenient to play. You can stay right in your home. You can stay right at your business place. You can stay right indoor. You can stay in your bed. You can stay anywhere and play, and you can stay wherever you are. Your 4,000 come back to your phone. All you need to do is to just play with $100, 200, 300, 400, whatever you have. You can play, and of course, you will be one of the lucky winners. You could just be that lucky winner to walk away with the 4,000. So, to play is just easy. All you need to do is to dial star 799 star 38 hash. It will take you to your mobile money account. It will tell you directly, ask you where you want to play from. It is Liberian dollars. You choose your Liberian dollars. If it's US dollar you want to play from, choose your. For US dollars, it's 70 cents to play. Just 70 cents. For Liberian dollars, just 100 LD. 100 Liberian dollars can give you 4,000. Do you believe this? No, if you don't believe it, then try it. Let's keep playing. And trust me, the more you play, the better your chances are to win. So you could win yourself 4,000 by just playing $100. You could win yourself 4,000 by playing 200. So you could just play and you could be that lucky winner. What are you waiting for? 4,000 Liberian dollars off for grabs. 4,000 is no small money here. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money in Liberia. It can give you a lot of things. You can buy your children breakfast. You can use it for whatever purpose you want to use it. You don't have to come anywhere. Your money will be transferred right to your phone while you sit home. So you can be right in your office and stay play. You can be at your business place and play. You can be at your bed. You can be in your bedroom, in your bed, and stay play. So it is convenient. 4,000 can come right back to your phone while you're sitting and thinking where to get money from right now. That 4,000 can bomb it. I mean, the 100 or 200 can bomb baby for you. What are you waiting for? All you need to do is you just have this money on your mobile money. Just have $100 or $200. Just have it on your mobile money account and play. And the way to play is to dial star 799 star 38 hash. Again, star 799 38 hash. That is 38. You put hash and you send it. Then it will take you to your mobile money account. It will tell you whether you want to play from your US dollar account or your Liberian dollar account. You select it, and of course you have play. So you can play plenty of time. You can play 3 times, you can play 4 times, you can play 5 times, you can play 6 times. And the more you play, the better your chances are to win. 4,000 Liberian dollars will give it to you once we do a draw. So just continue to play. Let's continue to play. Okay. Well, folks, welcome. We are back from around the world. We've taken some news, bits and pieces of news. We'll start with the United States. On yesterday, it was history when the United States decided to inaugurate its 47th president. But we'll talk about that when we come to talk about the political issues. We just want to still remind you of the Kear Humanitarian Foundation. The Kear Humanitarian Foundation is automatically that foundation that is very keen on humanitarian services. It's very keen on humanitarian services, and you can only hope that every time we talk about humanitarian issues, the only thing that should run to your mind should be the Kear Humanitarian Foundation. Because the Kear Humanitarian Foundation is very, very concerned about your well-being. The Kear Humanitarian Foundation is concerned about how things are with you. So we are very concerned. We are very, very concerned. And we are running into humanitarian services for you. So the Kear Humanitarian Foundation have done a lot, and we can only pray that this year be a year of more, that we do more. So it is very important. So let's welcome my partner. He's just arrived. Thanks for joining. Let's welcome you. Let's test your mic and see what is on.
Thank you.
Okay, it is not. So we will do it like this and see.
Thank you.
Okay, what is on?
Thank you.
Okay, yes, it's okay.
Okay.
All right, so welcome, Kevin. We just went around the world taking bits and pieces of news. We are back. We're still encouraging our people to play the Kear cash giveaway so that someone can walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars before we leave the radio. So to play is star 799 star 38 hatch, and of course you will definitely you could be one of the lucky winners to win. So it's very important. The Kear Humanitarian Foundation, like I said, is a foundation that is into humanitarian services. So you, as you may, it is more concerned with humanitarian services for you, the ordinary people. So we are into agriculture, we are into health, we are into sanitation, we are into education as well. So we've made some significant marks in education, and we are hoping that we can do more. That is why our CEO and his team, they have decided to put out another pilot project. And that pilot project is to sponsor 100 students who have graduated from high school, and they are looking for ways to enter university, but it's been a tough time. You know, to enter university is good, but the first step is for you to take an entrance. The entrance validates your entry into a university. So if you do not take an entrance, you won't enter the university. So the first thing we want to do is to help students who want to enroll at the University of Liberia, but do not even have the first cent to pay for their entrance fee. So the Kear Humanitarian Foundation will be sponsoring 100 students that will take the entrance. 100 students that will take the entrance. And we will pay your entrance fees for you, making sure that you, by God's grace, you make a successful pass. So that is what the Kear Humanitarian Foundation is doing. And we just want to continue to encourage you, and we want to send this as a SOS call to bigger organizations, bigger NGOs that are looking for a partner, to help reach out to our people. Since we are a community based and we are mostly involved with the people, we thought you could partner with us to have some of these things done in different communities. So again, we are hoping that you big organizations or big NGOs can find a Kear Humanitarian Foundation to partner with on some of the issues that you want to see happening. So again, we just want to do that. We just want to say we want to say that to you so that you know exactly what it is. So let's take message from our key sponsor. That is let's take.
And because of growth, we moved here on 2019, and we've been here since 2019 doing this. And God has been so faithful along the way, and we're still going strong. You can see this is the office of Amazing Kear. We want to welcome the Kear Network in here.
Special furniture or electronic appliance that give your home or office beauty? Now visit Cozy Home for the latest beds and desks, chairs and tables, or that special TV, air condition, or other electronic products for the best price in town. Cozy Home is on the 3rd Street Sinker opposite All Education Ministry with all that you're looking for. Call us on 0887-111-101 or visit us on the 3rd Street Sinker. Cozy Home, the best in town for furniture and electronics. You're not yet about the Liberian owned business called Jessica Incorporated, right on UN Drive in Clay Street?
Small. What kind of place business you talking about again? So
are talking about our own Liberian business called Jessita Incorporated right down Clay Street before you and drive intersection.
My man, tell me more about Jessita.
I say my people, Jessita specialize in entertainment and delicious food soup. Local food like kabogi and all. They get European and Western dishes with all kinds of special finger food, man. And they can do free delivery for their customer. Not all. Jessita get one nice and decent guest house fully air conditioned with unlimited Wi-Fi services. The people motor are valid for cheap, yeah, and they're home far away from home.
Hey Jessita, that place like my new spot now.
Call Jessita today on 0775 762 906. My Liberian people, let's promote our own Liberian business, Jessita Incorporated. It is the number one stop center for your small operation.
When your partner boiling, run down to Price Master to give that heat that will make it boil till it's really boiling.
Oh yes, Price Master is the solution to that boiling problem, bringing into Liberia high quality American products for different needs.
At Price Master, we have life-saving drugs for that long-standing health complication. We are restoring life through the Price Master Drug Center on Camp Johnson Road for affordable prices or cost.
That's not all. Price Master has cosmetic, furniture, electronic, and other appliances for homes, schools, and offices. Price Master also got the baby's cover with nutritional food, water, toys, and many more.
Price Master is located at Camp Johnson Road and Perry Street intersection, or you can call us on 0886 552 304 or 0775 323 761, or better still WhatsApp us on +231 770 390 441.
Price Master, the master for all American food, medicine, furniture, toys, cosmetics, detergent, and many more.
Okay, welcome back. Just taking few words from some of our people doing business with us. Keep playing the Kear cash giveaway. It's simple to play. You just need to have $200, $100, $300, $400 on your Lone Star mobile money number or on your Lone Star mobile money account, and you can just play by dialing *799 *38 hash, and of course you will be glad to play, and you could be our lucky winner to walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. So keep playing. Keep playing. We want to encourage you to play. You could win that 4,000. It's just something very, very easy that you can win. Just keep playing. Just that *799 *38 hash and play. And of course, you will be one of our lucky winner. You could be that lucky winner to walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. So, Calvin, welcome.
Thank you, Desmond. It's a pleasure being here today. Let me say good afternoon to the peace-loving people of our country. Today is another edition of our program, the People's Program. And I've been following issues around the world. One of the significant issues that actually grabbed my attention is the California issue, for which that part of the United States got hit by fire. It's a sad news for the people of America, for America and its people. But I've been carrying on some research and been informed that the incidents occur more often every year. So, but this time it was so disastrous. So we like to say our people in the diaspora, those of you in California, we say sorry. All right, so it's quite interesting today to be here. So many issues that we've been following. Liberia today, issues surrounding this coming Monday State of the Nations address, issues surrounding the arrest of the House on the Talk perpetrator. The Liberian National Police has formally arrested and charged 39-year-old Eric Sursey for his alleged leading role in orchestrating the arson attack in the Capitol building. And some weeks, some days in December, that was December 18, 2024, and our authorities there carried on some investigation of some fire incident there at the Capitol building. So police came up with a preliminary investigations, but the issue is the case is still on investigation to authenticate. We still following to hear more from the office of the Liberia National Police, the head office, the headquarters rather of the Liberia National Police, to figure out some of these issues surrounding the president, the Capitol building. And um, the issues about the embattled speaker and uh, Jeremiah, that's Richard Kuhn. The rule of law caucus, that's the rule of law caucus, has announced its unanimous decision to boycott the upcoming State of the Nation address. There's issues there, they've been following. They are saying that in recent days, the executive branch, the executive mansion, has been interfering into legislative proceedings. So it's impeding the workings of the legislature. And so they came up with a press statement, today, condemning the executive branch for recognizing Richard Cohn as speaker. Despite the equivalent speaker still holding office. So it is something that we need to look at. We're going to invite the public so that they can also fill us in with what do they make of that? What is it that they are hearing? We still having two speakers of the House of Legislature, and up to this time, to this point, we are yet to see to hear a ceasefire, and but two speakers still parading the corridor and the chambers of the House of Representatives. So I think it's something that we need to look in critically and just submit that to the public. Let the public come in with their own opinion. We cannot run at the public, and we cannot run at the public opinion. Run at the guilty verdict from the public. But they will decide. They need to tell us exactly what can the Liberian people do. What can the legislators there at the House of Representatives, how can they compose themselves to ensure good governance? These are issues that we need to look at. I heard of this, the president sooner. We don't need any reoccurrence of what transpired. Water Speaker, Battle Speaker J. Fantikova or Richard Kumu would be sad. Nobody knows that, but the House, and I'm sure that the executive mansion has also accepted Richard Cole as the Speaker of the House of Representatives to preside over the president's sooner. So these are issues that we're following. Other major developments will be coming up as we unfold and provide you the information here on Kear 95.9. Keep listening, keep following. Those of you in the Brapolo, they'll be there in Nimba. I don't Nimba there now. It's quite on little pressure as the by-election is still sinking into the corners of the corridor of Nimba. So we're still hearing people who want to contest, who want to and take. I've been hearing somebody saying about not even somebody saying I heard him. Prophet Kear also wants to contest. If that goes well, and then we expect a lot of great people in Nima to be in the race. But let's see how this by-election goes in Nima. So we're still following activities in Nima County. Another issue is this. But let me leave that here. Because I want to get proper information on that before we can.
All right. So let's begin with some of the very core issues that have engulfed our country. But I'll begin with the United States inauguration of his 47th president yesterday. We want to commend the United States government and the people of the United States for their steadfastness. They withstood the test of time, went through the elections, and they re-elected their 45th president to become their 47th president. With that, I mean, Donald Trump was 45th president of the United States, and then he is now the 47th. It has happened before. It is not the first of its kind. It has happened in the United States of America, where people lose elections and later on they recontest and win. You see, the American democracy is almost a mirror of what we see in Liberia. The American democracy is most predominantly like ours. It's like Liberia. We photocopy, and the Liberian people behave in almost similar manner. The United States people behave in terms of electing leaders, in terms of doing things. Yeah, in some other things, in other cases, Liberia is quite different, but with the democratic tenets, it's mostly people tend to shift America's democracy to align or intertwine with Liberia's democracy. With that, what do I mean? People and politicians and political pundits will say, since it happened in America, it could happen in Liberia as well. You know, maybe whoever is past president, the immediate past president is President Weah, President George Weah, could make a comeback if he decides to run in 2029. That is also a sticky issue because the political party CDC is still yet to recollect and reorganize itself since after the defeat in 2023. The CDC is yet to reorganize and restructure itself after that defeat in 2023. The party is still scattered. The party is still divided on different lines. The party is still divided on ideological lines. There are some who believe that certain people should not be close to the party. There are certain people who believe that the party, they own it, and so they have succeeded in splitting their own members. You know, the own members of the political sphere. They have shared their supporters into different groups and different blocks. Some are Weah-share, some are sedition, some are for different individuals in the party. That is how they have split it.
Yeah, sure.
So one would think that if they continue on that footing, what happened in the United States in terms of the re-election of Donald Trump could not suffice in the case of President Weah if his political party continued to remain where it is. You know, the party hasn't been able to structure itself. The party hasn't been able to, with that, we're having the president's State of the Nation's address just a few days from now. The CDC is yet to organize a team of people who will critique the president sooner. Before then, when President Weah was president, the opposition will organize themselves far before the time for the president's State of the Nation's address.
I think they want to hear what the president has to say.
Before you
hear
what the president got to say, you must organize yourself first. So wait, I'm not seeing the organization yet. I'm yet to see it. If the organization, because then I saw the opposition engaging even before the State of the Nation address. The opposition were very organized. When the United Party and her alliances, they were so very organized in their opposition life. I'm just so surprised that they are in the driving seat. They are having the mantle of authority now, and the way they're leading the country is quite disastrous. So somebody will say maybe in opposition they were more organized, but in the leadership role they aren't doing too well.
Perhaps CDC wants to be an organized organization because they have an ambition. The party has an ambition
Kavi, I don't care how the ambition is, whatever and however people try to structure it. The CDC should not be very robust. There are too many things that have happened in the country that the CDC have not spoken about. The CDC have not made a public statement on several issues that have happened in the country.
As major
opposition political party in the country. There is a whole debate about the president riding private jet. The CDC have not spoken about it. The CDC have not made a position statement. They have not said, even for the CDC to say, okay, yeah, the private jet issue, even though our then president, we are wrote private jet, but we think this is it. Don't even release a public statement. The CDC.
Especially for the statement coming from Senator
DeLong talking about buying private jet. Yeah, taxpayer money should be used for private jet. So all of those things, one would think that the CDC will organize itself and to critique the Unity Party, not in the forefront of just ordinary criticism or to critique just everything, but in major issues and major policy issues that the government just released the arrest agenda, release the arrest agenda, and in that document, the government said they want to raise I don't know how many $1 billion, and they will only contribute 30% of the money, 70% will come from partners. The CDC is yet to critique that arrest agenda. They are yet to release a public statement. So I was only bringing the CDC into the picture when I made mention of the United States, because people think the United States democracy is almost in alignment with our in Liberia, our democracy. They think that everything happening in the United States could happen here. But I'm saying yes, it could happen if the CDC put herself as a responsible political institution. Since after the elections, I have not seen much of the CDC. I know the CDC 12 years in opposition then, and I know the CDC in 1 year in opposition now. To compare and contrast, the CDC is more of being quiet, like you said. They are sitting, and I don't know whether they're waiting for whatever, but now the CDC should be leading a trumpet. The CDC should be leading all political parties, all opposition political parties in an alliance, if not for any reason, but for the president's honor. Because it is where you critique the president for his 1 year stewardship. It is where you look at the president's stewardship and say, okay, these indicators, one, the president did well in this one. The president did not do well in this one, because the president will automatically say what he has done in the 1 year of his stewardship and setting the agenda for the succeeding year or the coming year.
Let's see, in the second years of President Boycott, stewardship, and see our best. I think the CDC wants to restructure herself and bringing herself into, because there are a lot of issues, like you said, the passage of the 180 million budget, and just a few people with that kind of situation unfolding there at the Capitol building, where you have two speakers. So who now from the Capitol building we have two speakers? So how many lawmakers?
We'll get to that speaker. Yeah, we'll get to that speaker issue. Like you're making a talking point already. We'll dive into that. We'll dive into the issue regarding the minority bloc of the House of Representatives. Their statement. We'll read their statement verbatim. What they wrote. The chairman wrote. Musa Belete, Representative Musa Belete. We will read a statement verbatim. But I also am making reference to the America's democracy.
Let me say something about the Americans. Our father mentioned, there are several issues. Alarm, signing the orders for the increase in border security. Looking at designating drugs, cartels, foreign terrorism, organizing other issues, limiting brev citizenship. Yeah. People feel that they have too many rights, when you are citizen, and then so if somebody went to have the natural right themselves, then they don't really have another right to that. So I think they need to Trump said that he will look into that to see how everybody can be inclusive. And, yeah, into that. Freezing and regulations and establishing a task force for reducing the why he referred to as federal government, the size of the federal government and all that stuff. So I think Trump has an agenda. I think he actually going to do more for us. We will be following. We are not there. And he also talked about thousands of immigrants to be
deported.
repatriated.
Let me tell you, and that is where people misconstrue most of what Trump says, especially when it comes to his policy on deportation. In Trump's speech, he was very clear. And when you talk about deportation, he was very specific.
Mm-hmm.
He was specific with the Mexican. He was clear that it was Mexico and the Mexican he was going after because they are the most illegal people in their country. So Trump was very clear. I saw some Liberians reaching out, some Liberians in the United States reached out to me and they said, some of you wanted for Trump to win and blah, blah, blah. And this is it. But I didn't want Trump to win because I'm not in America. Whoever wins the United States of America, you people who are there know the best person. Just the same way in Liberia, when we are going through our election, we that on ground know exactly who is the best. Mm-hmm. So we'll go through to choose. So I'm not a participant in the American election. So what do I have to do in what or who wins in the United States, or election? But it is a significant. It is a milestone for a president who the black community will want because they know what that person will do for blacks in the United States. So, but I saw some Trump policy; they are very good. Some of which he have already started to promulgate to say, listen, we will expand taxes, we'll expand revenue. We want to go back to the system where America can have enough to give out to others. That is the system he wants to put in place. Things that one president gave something out to one country, Trump said he's going for it. Trump said that thing they gave it to the country and the country took it and gave it to China. He said he wants to see China here. So said they want it, he's going for it and bring it back. So these are things that the typical Americans, and that is why people, the typical Americans love Trump because he said the things they want to hear, he do the things they want to see.
And everything
that's the
Trump campaign, those messages that were said during his campaign, everything is what done out loud. And
that is the difference between these people and us. So Mr. Prince F. Roberts is following us from Central Monrovia. Thank you so much, Mr. Roberts, for joining us. Please share the video as well. So yeah, we can move on now. I just wanted to reference the American democracy, that people think that it is almost the same with us. But again, being the same with us is not a problem. But Trump did not sit down when he lost the election. The 4 years that Biden was president, Trump was very active in the body politics. Trump was moving from state to state. Trump was engaging the American people. He was talking to them. He was having rallies. He was talking to them. He was telling them things that he would do when he become president after Biden. So if the opposition want to come back, if the CDC want to come back, they need to be very proactive. That one, if the CDC people can get angry and say anything about me, that's their business. But they need to restructure their party. They need to get back on their feet. I think some of the things they're doing, they're dragging too much, and they are allowing the Unity Party to have a jolly good time. The Unity Party is having free time. They're not being critiqued by any strong opposition political party. And we think the CDC should be the one leading the charge. If CDC cannot lead the charge, then I don't know which political party they think could lead the charge. So yeah, so we can start with the with the speaker. You talk about the arrest of who? Somebody was arrested for the situation at Capitol.
Yeah, at the Capitol building.
Is it different from Thomas Etre, the first guy that was arrested?
There are two now.
Okay.
One is the elevator operator there.
Okay.
Yeah, then the other should be the maintenance there in the Capitol. So they were arrested by the Liberia National Police as suspect and linking the embattled speaker, as
I saw something out on Facebook, but it is not authentic. That is why I don't take anything on Facebook. But the government, through the Ministry of Information, hasn't released that statement yet. I've not seen it on the ministry's Facebook page. I've not seen that. Some media outlets are reporting that the government the government has already put in for the arrest of the former speaker. The embattled speaker and some other members of the legislature. I do not know.
So the caucus, the Rule of Law caucus, has announced its decision to boycott the upcoming State of the Nation address, the SONA. Certain serious concerns about the erosions of legislative independence and alleged executive interference in the affairs of the legislature. In a press statement today, Tuesday, the caucus condemned the executive branch for recognizing Representative Richard Ann Cohn as Speaker. That's part the incumbent Speaker still holding office. The group described the move as a blatant violation of democratic principles and legislative autonomy. The executive's recognition of Honorable Richard Ann Cohn as Speaker, despite the legitimate Speaker still being in office, is a blatant violation of democratic principles and legislative autonomy. The statement read, and turning the. Sorry.
So I just wanted us to read exactly what Benete wrote. Benete is the chairman, and he wrote the statement. So I got the statement here. Let me just read it verbatim. That one is a news outlet. It was written in a news format. But let me read it raw the way it was written by Musa Benete, who is the chairman of the Rule of Law Caucus. So press statement for immediate release.
Okay, that's the raw stuff.
So Rule of Law Caucus boycotts the upcoming State of the Nation's address, the SONA. The Rule of Law Caucus has decided to boycott the upcoming State of the Nation address. This decision was not made lightly. It reflects our deep concerns over the ongoing erosion of the legislative independence and the increased interference of the executive branch in the affairs of the legislature. The executive recognition of Honorable Richard N. Cohn as Speaker, despite the legitimate Speaker still being in office, is a blatant violation of democratic principles and legislative autonomy. This unprecedented action not only strips the legitimate Speaker of his authority and dignity, but also humiliates the legislature as an institution. Attending the SONA under such circumstance will amount to tacit approval of this illegitimacy, a position we categorically reject. Our concerns are further highlighted by the recent aggression against members of the Rule of Law Caucus by law enforcement officers. In addition, we will resist in the court of law any attempt to fabricate evidence against our colleagues as a means to quell our resistance to the erosion of the rule of law. However, we remain committed to an impartial investigation of this matter and will continue to cooperate with the authorities doing these investigations. Still reading. By boycotting the SONA, we are sending a resolute message we will not acknowledge the authority of a speaker who has not been legitimately elected. The matter is currently under judicial review, and any recognition of Honorable Richard Nangwekun prior to a final court determination undermines both the rule of law and the democratic process. Still reading. As lawmakers of our constitutional duty, as lawmakers, our constitutional duty is to uphold the sanity of the legislature, practicing in an event organized by executive that flagrantly disregards legislative independence will compromise our integrity and perpetuate this legitimacy. We call on the members of the Senate and other lawmakers who shared our concern to join us in the principle stand. Together, we must reject any action that denigrate our institution, erode the rule of law, and threaten Liberia's democracy. The Rule of Law Caucus remains steadfast in its commitment to justice, legislative independence, and democratic governance. This boycott is not an act of defiance, but a firm and principled stand against actions that threaten the very foundation of our democracy. Issued by Honorable Musa Hassan Belete, Chairman Rule of Law Caucus, Representative District Number 7, Nimba County. That is the statement. Strong, worded statement. Very, very strong. Strong, worded statement. So in this, piece that I've just read, Honorable Musa Belete is alleging that there have been interference of the executive in the legislative functions of the House of Representatives. So lawmakers are being influenced, or the legislature has been influenced, quote unquote, if this is true, that the representative is raising, that there have been interference from the executive. And I don't know what amount to interference. He did not state, but I think he attempted stating one instance where he said the executive branch went ahead to recognize Representative Richard Kuhn as the legitimate speaker when Honorable Kofa is still being seen by them as the legitimate speaker. So I think that point he made, and then he made another point. He said, going to sit under the gavel of Representative Richard Kuhn, or the Speaker of the Majority Bloc, it will legitimize his speakership. So because of that, they will not attend the SONA. But here is my point. If Representative Musa Hassan Belete is now raising these points, the other day, if my memory can set me right, the very same Musa Belete and others were sitting under the C. Richard Kuhn at the City Hall. If my memory can set me right, the very Musa Belete and others were sitting under the gavel of the this organized body by the Speaker of the Majority Bloc. Whether he was the one presiding, that I can't say. But maybe it was the Deputy Speaker presiding then when they went there. But they said they cannot sit under the gavel of Representative Richard Kuhn, who is the Speaker of the Majority Bloc. So my point now is, what becomes of the SONA? Because if they are 30 in number, from what I'm getting, from my research and some of the information I've been able to get, they are 30 in number. If 30 representatives say they will not attend the SONA, they will not attend the State of the Nation address, what becomes of the SONA? Will the SONA still be held? Because the Constitution talk about quorum. So it's a quorum from when they're meeting for this kind of activity, it's a quorum for only one house or is quorum for both houses. That is, the House of Representatives should be 49, which should be quorum or so, or the Senate, I don't know what number constitute quorum as well, but it's still a matter. It is a matter of urgency, and the court will need to speak. You know, all of these things, I said it the other day. The court cannot be waiting for cases to come before it makes statement. Because the thing is, when we are running into constitutional crisis. Our country is slipping down the slippery path. And if we are not careful, we could derail the thing that we have worked for over the years. What Liberia has strived for over the years, we could just ruin it in a day. So in the court, I don't know to what extent does the court get involved with such cases. Because if the case is before the court, I'm told the Bureau of Information that was filed by Honorable Funati Kofa is still before the Honorable Supreme Court. Yeah. They are yet to rule on the Bureau of Information. They are yet.
I'll actually try to get his speech.
Yeah. So they are yet to adjudicate that case. They are yet to speak on the Bureau of Information that was filed before them. Now, there's another case that has been filed at the Civil Law Court. Is it the Civil Law Court? Yes. Filed at the Civil Law Court against Representative Kuhn that his speakership is illegitimate. The presiding judge scheduled a hearing for this gone Friday. I don't know whether it was held, but I've heard no information whatsoever. So our country is at a crossroad. We are at a very serious peak where we need to be very careful, or else we could just derail the peace that we have enjoyed over the years. Our country could just slip down the path where we have our democratic credentials that were taken so hard could just be a downplay because of what we're going through. Because if this man is saying he will not, it's a problem. If they say they are 30 in numbers and they will not attend the SONA, what becomes of the SONA? What becomes of the SONA? Yeah, you can go on.
Yeah, so it is actually scary. It's a major issue that we need to look at, because if representatives will want to distance themselves, and my concern here is, how many speakers are we going to have there at the SONA? Yeah, it is true that the executive branch has key interest in Richard Kuhn, but whether it is going to be accepted by the embattled speaker as well, whether he's going to also sit under the gavel of Richard Kuhn to preside as speaker, I know it's scary. And up to this time, we have not hear anything of how this whole speakership will come to an end. Who will be the legitimate speaker for now? We still have issues surrounding the speakership at the House of Legislature. So it is because our rule of law, and we are not obeying and following the rule of law. It is because we have people who want to violate the constitutions of our country. It is because people who ignore the authority of our country. And just a few days to the president's statements or the president's message. What exactly that we expect? What new thing? How can Liberians, how can our legislators, people we elected, representatives, that call themselves lawmakers, the people elected, people stood under the sun, the ring, and brought these people to prominence today. They empower them today. Now they are taking power and bringing in guns raising. How can we trust them now with our country? How can we even trust them with our district? Well, now, just few more days, and we can say we are still yet to see speakers. speakers coming up. We have speakers. And not just one speaker, not just one person as speaker, but speakers. And so that's not for me. I think we need to do the right thing. I think it's time that we look at the rule of law to take its course. I think it's time that those who commit atrocity, those who want to abuse our constitution, I think there must be punishment for them if anybody wants to go against the constitution, because if the constitution cannot be respected by people who know the law, people who follow the issue to the letter, people who understand democratic principles, and now they are yet to even make people who are coming up. What happened to the kids in the school that following cities and other stuff, that reading history, that want to come out?
Calvin, I'm here troubled. All of what we're saying, and I'm talking, but I'm troubled. I'm deeply troubled because we have few more days to the president's soon, and there will be a drama in the country. There will be a drama. And what will make it a drama is the fact that if 30 representatives say they will not attend,
what should be the quorum?
If 30 say they will not attend, it is a problem. So it is really a situation that needs prompt action. We all sit here and talk all of the politics, but our country could slip down the road if we're not careful. Our country could slip down the path that we do not expect our country to slip down. All of what we're saying, it ties in. The country got 2 speakers to one position. It is a problem. We thought this whole thing was over, but it is far from being over, because anything that is not settled properly is not settled at all. And I blame the Supreme Court. And I blame the Supreme Court for this.
If a speaker is going out of the country to represent, you have 2 speakers going.
Yeah. I blame the Supreme Court for this. When we said it from the very beginning, people say, oh, the Supreme Court will not speak English, or will not speak the English that all can speak. But the court is rooting for the people of Liberia to understand. I think the court needs to be a very clear interpretation. There is no law that says when the Supreme Court ruling, the Supreme Court will make BB book and other things that the people cannot understand. The Supreme Court is not just rooting for the parties. And that is what people have not understood. The Supreme Court is not reading. Yeah, the Supreme Court is not just rooting for the parties that were involved with the case, but they're also rooting for the Liberian people to understand why and how that case ended.
It's the Supreme Court responsibility to interpret and for the people to understand.
So if interpretation is a problem, if interpretation from the angle of the Supreme Court is supposed to interpret the law. The Supreme Court cannot interpret the law and make the law to make the law more complicated. To interpret means to make it simple for people to understand. Mm-hmm. To put it in plain English or in English or a style or manner in which the people who you're rooting for may understand. So it is not just, and that's why I want people to understand, it is not just about the rooting for the parties involved with the case. It's also the rooting for the Liberian people. Yeah. So if the ruling is ambiguous, if the ruling is such a way that nobody understands, it's a problem. If the ruling is such a way that nobody understands, it becomes a problem. So we are very firm that this matter should not have reached where we are currently. We should have reached here. Why did we reach here? We reached here because we reached a stage where the interpretation was, the interpreter interpreted the case the way that everybody understood it differently. The other party will understood it different. The other party. So the Supreme Court's decision should be clear enough that will send a signal to every party that they will abide by it. But if you rule and everybody doing their own thing, there is a problem. My sister is following us from VOA Junction, and she's Emmeline Doya. Thanks so much, Lady T. Thank you so much for following us from VOA Junction. We really appreciate you. Thank you for following. Please share the video as well. So, yes, we can have 2 speakers in the country. We can. This country is not a banana republic. Mm-hmm. The president saw now there will be so many dignitaries. There will be different people from different countries that will come. That will be observers. There will be people of different political alignment from different countries will also be here. They will be watching. People will be on the internet. Will be watching. We don't want drama at the Sona. We don't want drama because what I'm seeing, there could be a very serious drama if we are not careful.
Yeah.
There could be a serious drama if we are not careful. And for me, I keep saying it. Liberia, we have reached a stage where we can slip back. We can't allow ourselves to slip back. Yeah, we can't allow ourselves to slip back. This is a terrible time for us. I don't know whether your those of you listening to us, whether your lawmakers are part of the problems. We don't know what is happening with our country. We really don't know what is happening to our country. But please, it is very important. We don't know what is happening to our country, but you all need to talk. You all need to call on the executive to settle this matter, settle this problem before we hit next week Monday. We have a few more days to the president's summer. And we'll start having lawmakers who are already saying that they will not attend the SONA. It is a problem. It is actually a problem. So we don't know. We really don't know what is it. But this is a serious political problem in the country, Calvin.
Yeah, it has to be addressed. It has to be addressed. There might be a legislative concern. There might be a statement from the executive that will be clearly interpreted to the Liberian people. Up to this stage, our people, they are still in the state of dilemma. Yes, we had this issue where the Capitol building was hit by fire. Also on a talk from a known individual there at the Capitol building. You know, all of these things are concerned that people want to know. All right, taxpayer money, build that Capitol building. And then somebody just in their own volition, you just out of the blue sky and you want to demonstrate. You can't go to your house and burn your house, but you burn the people's building, you burn the nation's building, and that's crime on our law. That's crime. All of these things happening at the Capitol, and we are not addressing them, or because we want to own speakership, or because we want to. We don't want to adopt anyone in the process right now, but it has to be addressed. It's a serious concern. This has to be addressed. Now January is going. It's wearing up. We just have a few more days to February, and right after the President's State of the Nation's address. All of those things that will be cataloged, all of those concerns, those statements, be a positive and negative. These statements will be discussed. People streamline them. People put it under the microscope. And how far we gone, and what we envisage, what do we envisage, and how the country has retrograded. All these things that what people need to know. And so we still have a lot more to do. I think Liberians, through our legislators, our hierarchy, the people in high position now, they have to start seeing some of these tangible things that will push Liberia ahead instead of coming backward. All right. So we want to admonish our lawmakers. We want to admonish those in the executive. We want to admonish those that were appointed. That it is true that the people depend on. Now, other districts, other constituencies, that these people they don't have the means to even listen to radio. They don't have the means to even read the newspapers. They don't even have the means to even talk to you that they made representatives, that they made that leaders. At times like this, you pay a courtesy, you pay a visit, you go back to the countries. You engage, you just call for, you organize a country forum, a community forum, district forum. And the people see you, tell the people what you are doing, the work you are doing there, what you're capable of doing and what you will do. The people see the work. The people see, it's not about your money. It's not the money from your pocket they need. It's not what they want from you. But how can you make their country, that district to be represented there at the highest seat? And then you go there, you misbehave there. You go there like, I mean, you purport yourself like a criminal. This is unfair. This is absolutely unfair. It's absolutely unfair. I think it's time for you guys out there to do more. It's time it is time to fasten, fasten your jackets and roll out your slings and bring on board things that will make positive change in the country, things that will transform the people's life, things that will transform the district, things that will help national government, those things that will help national government to bring this country to where we want it to be. I think we can open the line so.
All right. So before we do that, there is something happening at LBS that needs the president prompt attention. I think Fagon is Director General of LBS, but he's been too combative in recent time. And LBS is in the media landscape. The broadcasting system they have the biggest worker in the media landscape. When these people release a vote of no confidence in you, you are done. I see Fagon, what he's doing is more like throwing tantrums and fighting workers at the entity. A director general should not be combative. A director general should not be so insolent and rude. So we expect that the president could get hold of what is happening at LBS before it's spilled into violence. Because what we see there, the workers union will call press conference. The next day, the director general call a press conference. I think Fagon should not be in government. I think so. Because where we've reached, this is not the first time this man was dismissed by the former government. The CDC administration, he was dismissed for again administrative reasons. This man is at LBS. We are told that he have increased his weekly allowance from $750 to $1,500. This is alarming. And the president needs to get hold of these things, or else it may spill into something that we do not expect. I just thought to let the public know that when you start hearing that something happening to LBS should not be strange, that we have breaking the news and told you what is happening at LBS. It could spill into violence if the president do not take cue. This thing, Fagon is too much for himself now. Because some of the things he's doing there, he's threatening to dismiss people. We have reached out to some of our colleagues there. They have told us it's a bad working environment. The atmosphere there is so terrible. It's toxic to work there. They have made that environment so toxic. A very professional space, it should be, but they have turned into a very toxic environment. Some of our colleagues have reached out to us. So we just thought to let the president of the republic know that he needs to pay some attention to the broadcasting system. Fagon is not the only person in the country. Another person can be director general at that place. Yeah, so I just thought to let
the Fagon issue. For me, I don't really want to, because when Fagon was appointed as director general at the LBS, I saw it as a complete misplacement of Fagon. Fagon being combative and not respecting others' rights, seeing people as now Fagon will leave his office, go to other people's offices and misbehave there. Fagon has become an arrogance in our country. I don't know why President Bouaka says seeing him as a director general there at the LBS. But this time,
that man should be dismissed.
Fagon should be dismissed.
Fagon should be dismissed. Why is he the only person that can run LBS? I mean, I don't understand.
What difference is he?
I don't understand this.
What difference is Fagon bringing at the LBS?
Absolutely nothing. They may have spent absolutely nothing. He has spent more than how many months there. No improvement, no nothing. You just there threatening workers.
So Fagon is not qualified for the job and misbehaving. You bring people who qualify for the job. There are a lot of people.
There are a lot of people
there.
Yeah, there are a lot of people standing by
them and select somebody to be the director general there. You don't keep an arrogant person who is not willing to take advice from his colleagues and just misbehaving all over the place. I mean, that just stop there. The workers union now, they are disenchanted, and Fagon must stop. This must stop. Not just the workers union, not just at the ABS. Falcon he goes to other people's offices and misbehave. He goes to other people's offices and slap people. He goes to other people's offices and insult. And I don't think this is a good governance. I don't think on the side of Falcon, that's very bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. It's not a sense of leadership. I didn't see Falcon as a leader. For me, for the common man to understand, I see Falcon as a rebel. Yes. You didn't take somebody who don't. If Falcon is someone by this time now, Falcon should have implemented policy to bring out the new LBS under the arrest agenda. Under the arrest agenda. New thing that people will see and say, oh yes, since Falcon the senator at the LBS, this is what happening. This is a new thing that Falcon, has got on board. Workers are happy working with him. The working environment is not toxic. Seeing the toxicness of the environment, there might be a need for change.
Okay, so let's take some calls. Let's take some calls now. You can call us on our hotlines. 0770. Okay. Okay, which is not bad. Let's take calls now on 07 on our hotlines. You can take a minute through the lines. Some of you want to participate on some of the issues that we have flagged. 0770-573-477. 0770-573-477. 0881-871-670 are the numbers you can call right now, and you'll be true to the lines. Talk about some of the issues that we've talked about. 30 representatives have decided not to attend the President's State of the Nation address for reason they said the President and the Executive has been able to melt into legislative functions, so they will not attend. And this statement was released by their chairman, Honorable Musa Hassan Beliti. So you can join us. Let's talk about it. There is a smelling problem I see. There is a growing tension that I foresee at the SONA on Monday. The president is supposed to address the nation on Monday, but we are seeing some real serious problem already started to show its ugly head. So join us. Let's talk. 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670 are the numbers. You can still continue to play the Kear cash giveaway, star 799 star 38 hash, and of course you can actually be in the draw to win $4,000 Liberian dollars for yourself. So 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670 are the numbers you can dial right now, and you'll participate on the program Inside Liberia on Kear Radio 95.9. I'm Maurice Desmond, but of course I'm here with Calvin Gray. We are discussing issues of national concern. You have a stake in it because it is Liberia, it concerns Liberia, and of course we can only do our best. Israel Bowie, I say good evening, guys. I'm following from my office in Monrovia. Thanks for the great job. Yes, thanks so much, Mr. Israel Bowie. I see my boss. Thank you so much, Chief. 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670 are the numbers you can call now to be a part of the program Inside Liberia on Kear Radio 95.9. Or better still, you can continue to play the Kear cash giveaway by dialing star 799 star 38 hash on your Lone Star mobile money account, and of course you will be one of our lucky winners, probably to win $4,000 Liberian dollars. So join us. Let's talk. We have limited time here. 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670 are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program Inside Liberia. So it is concerning. We are raising the red flag now so that our people can know that what is happening in Liberia is a matter of urgency. It's a matter of urgency. People are thinking of boycotting the President's State of the Nation address, and they are all lawmakers threatening to stay at home. And so these are things that warrants prompt action because they have raised some very serious issues that the president, the executive branch has been able to melt in the functions of the legislature. And the Constitution says there will be 3 separate branches. They will work collaboratively, but they will have separate independence. So everyone's supposed to have their own independence. Every branch should be independent from the other. They should not be taking instructions or whatever from the other one. That is why they give everybody separate power. Everybody got their separate power when it comes to governance. So join us. Let's talk. As we conclude, we will be concluding very shortly, but we can take few calls. 0770 573 477 0770 573 477 0881 871 470 670 are the numbers. 0770 573 477 0881 871 670 are the numbers you can call to be a part. Let's go to the line. Let's take this person. This person. Good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Okay, this person isn't ready. I'm sure you have to make a call back. Let's see whether we can take this person. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Why is this number? Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear you, Mr. Cole.
Yeah, I appreciate you for jumping in your phone. Really happy. Next month, you are discussing the law because they are refusing that they will talk on the State of the Nation address. For the poor correction, it is not something now that makes it cool.
Okay.
It's something not to remove it.
Okay. Oh, 37 make a quorum.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the 3 men, for the 3 law because they're supposed to be cool.
Okay.
So the State of the Nation is still go on.
Okay.
And it is completely because it's not. It is completely. These are the 3 laws that are trying to win the song. They went back.
Yeah.
You understand? So now, how is this saying now that against that honor the man Jabu and the tell on the man Jabu before? So I'm not understanding. I'm not really understanding. For this culture was not born. That's all. The still of the address. It would be fair. And there will be nothing that will happen in this country.
Okay.
Because you want to say that.
Yeah, but I think.
You want to say that.
Okay. All right. Which is good. That's your point. He said the State of the Nation address will still continue, will still go on. We have to do a research on tomorrow. We'll tell you. He said 37 make a quorum in terms of legislative business. We will look at that. We will do the research tomorrow. We will either concur with him, or we will give you the exact figure. But again, quorum matters. To do legislative business, there must be quorum, especially for that kind of event. There must be quorum. So join us. Let's talk. 0770 573 477 0770 573 477 0881 871 670 are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program Inside Liberia on Kear Radio 95.9. And my brother Prince F. Rabber say I'm following from Central Monrovia. Emmeline Doya say following from Broadville View Junction. Thanks so kindly for your watching, and thanks so much for always being there. 0770-573-477 0881-871-670 are the numbers. But let's go to Kevin. Kevin, let's start to wrap up. It's almost time on us.
Yeah, it is often said that if you have knowledge, let others let their candles in it. And we are not what we know, but what we are willing to learn. And I'm saying this because people go into places because they think that they can bring change. So good people are good because they have come with wisdom that can change the narrative. So in my mind, I think the reason why some people, especially for our lawmakers, were replaced is because something as wisdom was not being, it was not being, transferred. So people elected another one to change the narrative. To conclude, you went there because you wanted to bring the new idea on board, so that all those old things that people saw as not being important, you erase them and bring a new thing. I'm encouraging you that today Liberia stands as an independent country. And this country, we will do all we can to get it, to where we want it to be. Be ye good or bad, we will erase the bad and keep it good. Thank you so much. This is a program, the People's Interactive Program. Keep following, keep listening. More interactions, more development here on this program. Like we said to you, any interference of our electricity, we're going to sort it out very soon. We're going to sort that out very soon in the soonest possible time, so that we can be very, very, very regular here on this program. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, so we are very, 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 very grateful to always be here. But again, tomorrow is another day. We continue to encourage you to be a part of the presentations as we come on the radio. Those of you who are political analysts, political pundits, on the day of the SONA, which is on Monday, we have a special edition of the show Inside Liberia here, where we'll have panels. We have different guests. Some people will be in America. They will join us here. Some people will be in Liberia. We are fighting to have two people from Liberia, one from the opposition community and one from the ruling party, to come and look into the president's speech right after the president's State of the Nation's address. We will be right here. So you have nowhere to listen or nowhere to turn, only to tune into 95.9. And of course, you can have all of it. Our reporters will be in the field. We'll bring you play by play, as they unfold up Capitol Hill. You will have everything right here. So again, until tomorrow when we are back with another splendid edition of the program, I'm Morris Desmond Brancavin was here. But again, we want to say thank you. We'll continue to do what we love doing best, because our country depends on all of us. Except we take matters in our hands, our country will not progress, our country will not progress. Until then, tomorrow is another day. Thanks for watching, all of you. Those of you that have been watching, those of you that have shared the video, those of you that leave your comments, thanks so very kindly. We love you, and we hope that you have yourself a wonderful time.